Okay, so I figured mess around a little bit with of Necesse. When I do that, I need to get a drink. Um, I figured mess around a little bit with this. The new update and stuff came out for it. My mods are broke for my map, and this was like a Fallout map to try and show someone how to play in this, and they didn't come around. And then I also made a new map because I think I'm gonna buy this for Jen. I don't think she'll get a lot of the mechanics in it, but she can at least like farm the flowers and feed the cows and chop down trees and maybe go into the mine and stuff. But we'll see. Right now it's on sale. It's normally I think $14, which I can take a peek and tell you if you want to get it like as of day of recording this. I'm pretty sure it is on sale. It is oh, stupid music. I don't know if you can hear that or not. But anyways, so I made a map for if she decides to join. I had mods, but like I said, they don't work right now because of the new update and stuff coming out. So I figured I would go because I got to build space. Space for like everything. Because the other one was set up pretty good. I liked it. But because, like I said, they updated and none of my mods work, so I was maybe I should turn that down too. Let's turn down that sound. I don't need that loud in my ear, and I doubt you do either. So I think it's probably this. Hopefully, we'll turn down the UI. So you can do, fuck, I don't know how many people, but you can have a bunch of people come in and play with you. We're going down here. Maybe I should set up my toolbar better. The game is just like, um, you know, Terraria and everything else. Um, I thought I just, am I dumb? It's set up just like Terraria and the other games where you just go in. Yep, I knew this is why I hurried up and tried to change my stuff. It's set up like Terraria and everything else. People, I don't want to talk to you. Oh, I do miss my mods already. I think I had a thing where it was like, hey, make like as much, like mass produce ammo. And I had like 900 and some bullets for the gun I had. So, like, I'm probably gonna cry a little bit because we won't have all that room. But it is what it is. We'll get by. Not every game needs to have a ton of mods. Um, so I think it was getting dark. So I was gonna come down here, and I was like, well, I'll start the video and we'll do this. Um, just like Terraria, you need beds for the other people to come. I turned off the thing where your people will die because that kind of made me mad in my game because it wasn't defended enough, and they would go out to fight and one of them died, which means they don't come back. You had to go find somebody to replace them. And I think it was a farmer or something that I needed, and they died. So I was like, well, now we're gonna find another one. Like not like a random that's like, oh, I farm and I do this and that, and then didn't have a store to them or whatever. I had an actual like farmer that I think you could get stuff from, but they died, and I was like, well, that sucks. So now they made it where your people won't die, so my game still has the farmer guy in it, but I don't have my mods, so I'm just like, well, we'll just go on without, or we'll wait until they put update the mods for the game. Just like, WoW and everything else where you get a mod, you can just wait until they update and then everything's good. Definitely need to get to where I can make guns again. I had the bullets that bounced around and stuff, and they came in handy. Ooh, is that snow? I don't think I've ever seen snow in the game. It is. That's kind of neat. Get away from me, monster. You probably have a bow for me, but I don't want a bow. This is neat. My game didn't have snow down here. I think I had snowballs, but I don't know where. I think I got them from over somewhere else. But this is nice. Is this clay? I can't tell the difference between. Nope, that's stone. I can't tell the difference between a lot of stuff because of their colors. I kind of wonder if there's a color blind mode. Oh, well, let's put a light right here. Oh, I bet there's monsters up there. Let's take these. My aim is not good. I was trying to hold on to my money. I have like a couple bucks in the bank. Um, the Scooby Doo DLC for House Flipper is coming out next week sometime. Okay, so here's the shitty part. The longer you're down here, the worse they get. So that kind of gets annoying when you're first starting out and they just run at you like that. I thought about streaming this and just letting the viewers that are watching come in and help build stuff. But I was like, I don't really feel like being that talkative or um, social with people today. Like my hand's killing me now, and I wanna play a game, but my hand hurts just enough that I don't really wanna like be playing with the mouse and keyboard. I think I could run this with controller, but I know I was trying it before with this, and something just didn't work right or whatever, or it didn't feel right to me. So I was just like, I'll just go with the mouse and keyboard. I'm trying to get enough wood to make walls and floors. If you have rope, you can make a bent or a pen for the cows and stuff. So when I say Jen probably wouldn't get this, if you come down here and stand like this and then open up your inventory, you have stuff like, well, some of this stuff. This isn't what I'm looking. I'll click this. So you have like your settlers. You can see what they're doing. Their happiness. I guess he wants a bed. Now he has a bed, so now he'll be happy. So there's that, and then I guess this is to pick the settler you want, and then like if you need this done, um, it'll make them go collect the sunflowers. Equipment, that's pretty easy. You just tell them to do that. Diets, like if you have it where you can eat, um, you can pick what they want there. You can tell them like they can't go into say this box here or whatever. Work priorities. This guy, I guess you'd make him like if he could fish, you make him click that. Um, farming. He should probably get the fuck over there and collect that. But you can make him. It's like it's exactly like RimWorld, only you're in the game with the people that you want to go do stuff. And then assign work is another thing. Like you can make them go do the workstation, which I'm gonna do here maybe in a couple minutes after I get enough. What the hell does he want now? Oh, he's the pawn guy. Okay, well, I don't need fire arrows right now. Um, or arrows. Or these. Where did I get a copper bar from? Snowstone, clay, I need all that. Probably gonna need a bookshelf at some point. So we'll sell this stuff to him. Where's the back button? Usually they're supposed to come out front and stand beside the thing. That's why I put it right there. Okay, so we're gonna go in here and we're gonna build. It says I can make a campfire, which we have, a roasting station. We don't really need that. We need the forge. And then we're gonna come down here. We need a door. And where is it? We're gonna need chests, but that can wait. Wood wall. I think I took 50. So I'll do 70 this time. Need that. And then just like in Terraria and Tinkerland, you need the floor to cover what you're doing. Apparently I'm going to need more of that. So we'll put this down for right now. And again, this is a thing where if you are facing that way, it puts it that way. If you face that way, it puts it that way. So we're going to put it, I guess it has to go right here. So we have enough room for wall to do walls. Because if it's one thing I know, this game is just like Terraria in that you will run out of space for sheep. You need to get the fuck out of my way. You will run out of space for your goods. And I want to make sure I have space for all my chests. Okay, so we went under. That's good. That's fine. That's exactly what I wanted. I didn't want to have to where I have to go back and get more. And we can start this too. We can start doing this. Where do I want the door? I guess we'd take it. Would you guys just shut the fuck up and let me alone? Hello? Yeah, see, they don't want to talk when you're on speaker. Because they don't want anyone to know they're scamming or trying to scam you. Hello? Okay, we need more wood, but it's too dark and he took my bed. Fuck you. Holy cow. Okay. So did I just take his bed away from him again? I bet I did. Okay. We need to chop down more trees. Probably have to plant some at some point. Start like a tree farm. But this is basically the game. And they added new, I think is that a cow? Sometimes it looks like people and it's actually a cow. Um, it's basically Terraria and RimWorld put together. And you don't have to go fight the monsters, but you kind of have to if you want to go out places and stuff, you know? Um, but like if you can handle fighting the monsters in Stardew in the cave where you go mining, you can handle doing this. Especially when you get upgraded weapons and stuff. Like I had a gun and I think I had a metal sword or something in my playthrough. But um, you know. There's an apple tree. Holy fuck. Like I don't think I remember apple trees being in my game. Or at least I don't remember. So I'm just gonna let that there for now. But I'm gonna get the and there's berry bushes too. I think we had berry bushes before. I think I'm gonna end up having to move them. I think a shovel will dig them up. That's fine. You fucking leave, you fucking fuck. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna take a chance, and if it messes up, it messes up. Um, this is what it looks like when you start. And this is what it looks like. See, I made a map for if I get this for Jen. And we'll take Weasel. Um, where am I? Oh, I'm stuck in the mine. Shit. Well, here's my fucking gun. And as you can see, it works way faster. I gotta find my way out of here. And unfortunately for me, it does not show me the ladder on the map. So this might be a problem. Get the fuck away from me. I had a wand that would send minions out, but that was the kind of like uh, mod stuff. So, and unfortunately, I don't think it'll work now. Like, I came in yesterday because I was like, I wonder. So I came in and then it was like, oh, hey, you don't have your mods on. And I was like, that's fine. I'll just go down here in the cave and look around and see what's down here. And then I kept running into shit, and I was like, how the fuck do I get out of here? And there it is. So this this is what it'll end up looking like. Like they have to when you have eating on, they have to eat. So you have to put tables down for them. This was like the happiness room. It would make them happy, I think. All these chests are just for the cooking area. These are for like people that needed certain things for their room. Um, this was the workshop area. All these boxes feed into these things. So you don't have to be like, oh, let me run over this box. Um, the more room, and guess what? The more people you have, the more rooms you need. And this is what I was working on when I just got to the point where I was like, you know what? DZ does not want to fucking play. And I don't want to play by myself, so I stopped. But this is what see they're working over there. They're aside. Some of them are like they're they come with the skills to like plant and I have a fisherman somewhere and he's there to fish. And I think this is my tree grove, which when there's zombies and stuff they hide under the trees, which isn't good. Um but when you come over here and you click on this, it'll be like settlers and it's like I think you can click on these guys to look at what they do, but I know like one of them is the fisherman. But you make them do jobs and stuff, and then there's that, and then it shows like this guy's a hunter. He'll go out and shoot deer and whatever animals. This guy makes potions. This guy's a fishing guy, and so you can give them stuff to wear, or they'll just go do it themselves. So I think yeah, I had just gotten a guy. I think it's one of the Franks. This guy, I just got him yesterday when I came in, and I was like, I know I'm missing a person. So, like Frankie will go do a bunch of different jobs. I think that's what villagers do. Pawnbroker does like one thing. So Frankie only has this copper sword that was in a box. He went and picked it up and took it. Diets. You change how they eat. And then, as you can see, why the fuck doesn't Scorpion have anything to do? It doesn't really matter because everybody else has stuff to do except for. What is this? Husbandry. Somebody should be doing fucking husbandry. What the fuck? I guess that's another day. Oh, that's that's another day problem, not today. And then you see how these things are all lit up, and then like assign workstation and stuff like here. You go in here, you click this, and then you click all the boxes, and then it'll make them go put stuff where it needs to go. I'll show you that too while I'm here. How do I get out? Okay. So I don't remember if it's a mod. I don't think it's a mod. I think it's an actual part of the game. But there was mods that I guess maybe super help with that stuff. So we'll look at maybe. Do any of them have a chest? No. We'll look at this one. You go into here, and then it'll be like, what do you want them to? It's like RimWorld. You go in here, and it's like, what do you want them to do? And then you click on here, and it'll be like, oh, well, put all the equipment in here. I think this is like like a funneling box. Like I throw stuff in here, and then they take it and move it later on. Something like maybe this. Yeah, this is crafting. So if we go in here, it should say like just materials, but I don't know why it has all these marked. I don't fucking care. As long as stuff gets moved. Maybe it was like they made the stuff and put in there. Um, See down here, you can make it pick all the chests in the area to take out of for stuff. This one doesn't, but everything else does. This one will take from all the chests to go use stuff. Um, this this is fishing, so it should say. Let's see if these people will talk. So it should say like just put all the fish in here, but it doesn't. I think that might be part of that one mod I have. So I don't know, but this is basically like what a operating game should look like. When we had like zombies and stuff, because they will come into the door and come in your place. I tried to set up a trap thing, and it didn't want to. Like I couldn't figure out. DZ was gonna help me figure it out, and he didn't. So that was one of the reasons why I was like, you know what, screw this, because I kept getting raided while I was out. Supposedly there's a gate right there. So this is where you would bring the cow if I had a rope to put them, and then somebody would become animal take care person and deal with the cows. We were in the mode where you could eat, and so I planted all this. Every seed I found, I planted so that they would harvest it and replant it and stuff. I actually have a boat. I can go travel to other islands, but I don't think I'm going to do that. We've been going for about 30 minutes, and I just wanted to show off, a little bit of what the game's like. We have a map somewhere. It's an M. Um, but you can take a boat and go to other islands, and which I've done. I think that's how I got the guard guy and stuff. I went to different islands. Um, so yeah, this is basically what the game is about. What the fuck? I think the farmer wants me to invite him. Yeah, and I think I already got a farmer guy. I think they dropped their animals off and joined. The hell is this? Broken iron tool. That can go up here. You can smelt the broken stuff and get stuff out of them. These are my shells. Um, and this was a magic spell, but I think you need. Okay, let's see if this even works because it shouldn't because it was one of the mods that gave you. Oh, it does work. Interesting. It's just my traps won't. Maybe you can find stuff like this in the game, but the um the game it it was a mod. It was like, hey, here's recipes to craft these things, and I was like, oh well, I'll try one, and that's what I made, and I was like, okay, well that's good enough. So I never made anything else. Um, so yeah, um, apparently they work. I'm not gonna play this until the mods get updated for this map, so I can get my mods back. But yeah, let me know what you think. Um, I wouldn't mind getting it for Jen to play because, like I said, she could just run and do the farming or like plant more, like make us an official farm plot and you know do stuff like that while I'm down in the mine killing stuff and trying to find more stuff or go to other islands to find things and stuff. Um, yeah, if you think this is an interesting game, I know I've done other videos in it somewhere. Um, yeah, if you think it's interesting, let me know. They updated the thing. I can try and put my gloves on and play. They're a little weird. They don't let me bend my fingers right, so it's kind of weird trying to click on the mouse buttons. And then holding the controller, they feel kind of stuffy and stuff. It's like having the big puffy winter gloves on while you're trying to hold a pencil. It's kind of like that for me. So I got like a leave to kind of help, but I don't know. I think the gloves help more, but they're really annoying, which kind of pisses me off. But I want to play games, so I'm gonna have to, I guess, wear them on the days where my hands hurt and stuff. And so yeah, if you want to see more, I am down for playing more of this. Same thing with Core Keeper. They updated stuff. Funko Pop game came out with Halloween, pretty much Halloween costumes for some of the Funkos in the game. Um, Something else updated. The Ducks came out with like their Halloween event. A bunch of Halloween events going on, but I don't know what games I want to get into trying to do that. I know Dead by Daylight did one, but it's always hard to find matches as a killer, and I kind of want to play as a killer, so um, King of Meat is fun, but it's a controller, and I'm gonna have to put my gloves on probably to do it and stuff if I want to play like today or tomorrow or whatever. Um, I need to figure out. Pafferson told me that the reason my screen was small when I loaded up the Xbox app is because I have something locked and I don't know. So I had to ask her again and have her explain better so I can fix that, and then maybe we can start playing Xbox app games. because I have like Fallout. We can stream GTA probably. Um, all that stuff. Um, Fortnite's doing Halloween stuff. Yeah, you guys seem to not care about Fortnite, so I wasn't gonna do any of that. Uh, Yous need to be vocal and let me know what you want to see because I can't just be like, hey, I'll play this, and then you guys are like, why is the idiot playing this? You know, um, the last 4 or 5 videos I put out hasn't gotten very many views, and I'm like, well, what's going on? Because normally these games have more views than this, and so I need your feedback because it does not help me any if I don't know what you guys want to see. I know you like Lynn's Island, but that game kind of frustrates me going in the caves and stuff. So and they keep putting updates out for patching stuff, and I'm like, well, I don't want to get in there and then say the game freezes up without a save, and then I had to go do it all over again or whatever. So I've just been kind of setting it out. I have to see. She said she's going to do it for Christmas, but if I can get it before Christmas, um, I'm going to see what I need a bigger hard drive, or I need another hard drive to take to Best Buy to see if they can restore my other hard drive. And if they say they can't fix it, but they can pull the stuff over, then I want to make sure I have a hard drive for putting all that stuff back on. And if he gives me two, then maybe I can give one to Jen. She says she's out of room on her computer for games, and I was like, well, and they're like 150. I thought maybe um, about trying the hard drive that didn't want to work, see if it works, but then I was like, I don't want to take the chance of messing up my computer. So, you know, but I want to see what I can do about getting her a hard drive so that we can play more games because she said she didn't install Core Keeper, and I was like, well, what the hell? So I want to see about getting that done for her somehow. So yeah, let me know what games you want to see because right now it's like you guys don't seem interested in most of the stuff I've been putting out, even though a lot of it's new stuff that people have been streaming. Um, I it's like it's you guys first because you have been with me longest, and then if I decide I want to stream something, I'll stream it after I do a video and something for you guys. Like King of Meat, I figure that might be a good streaming video or game. Necesse might be good if I go on the other map and be like, hey guys, if you have this, come in and help me build up my map and stuff. Um, you know, but I would sooner do videos in a game for you guys first than be like, hey, I just got this game. I'm streaming it today. Ha ha, you know. Because you guys matter more than the stream side. Because you actually watch the videos and stuff. You just need to give me feedback. I may do up another schedule and try to stick to it again. Um, we gotta have one story game in it, like during a week at some point. Like if I do Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays again, um, whatever game Monday and whatever game Friday, but like Wednesday do a story game. I still have that Marvel uh, Midnight Suns game that I haven't touched in so long. We can finish that up if you want. Um, I have other story games, but you have to let me know because I think we did way back in the day. It was a spoof on the Power Rangers, um, and you had different choices and they did different stuff and everything. I still have that sitting there at where we left off. I have that. I got that Kingdom Come game, the first one, and apparently I have all the DLC for it. We can go through that. I have the Marvel Midnight Suns game. I have that Legends of whatever, which we have to farm in before we can do anything because the weapon I have is not good enough to fight that guy. So there has to be farming in it in order to get past that. I have that Final Fantasy game that we started, and I said we're gonna have to grind to get better, so that when we get to the bosses, that we can actually do them. So we have that. I have that game where you were gonna go pick up at least two other people because you needed their abilities for different spots and stuff. And when you beat that, the stuff carried over into the other game, the 100 Heroes game. We have both of them to do. I have it's not Silver Luna because I still had to buy that. Sukiyoden 1 and 2. We can go through that. It's going to be a long game, but it's a story game. Um, I have a bunch of games that we can do, but I need the feedback so that I know which ones you want to see, so I'm not wasting my time playing them on screen and you guys not want to see them. Because I think sometimes, depending on the game, sometimes it slows the game down when I have OBS open. So I just need your feedback so I know what ones you want to see so we can play. So let me know in the comments if you got this far, and I will see you guys later.